In this lecture, we'll explore how we can work with Visual Studio Code Editor to write Python scripts. The first thing that we did in the previous lecture was installing Python and ensuring that the route to the Python DLL executables are mentioned in the path environment variable. Once that's done, we need to open our Visual Studio Code Editor, and here on the welcome page you will notice that it has got this support for Python. So let's click on that, and here just click on OK. So now you have Python installed in your Visual Studio Code, and if you want to verify it, you can go to extensions, and here you'll see the list of extensions installed in this. There you go, we have Python extension installed in our Visual Studio Code. Now, other way of verifying it is by going to terminal and clicking on new terminal. So this is going to open a PowerShell window, and here you can type py-3 and then --version. So this will give you the Python version that's installed. So we have Python 3.7.4. Now we have already created a workspace directory Python scripts. Now what we need to do is type a command over here inside the directory, and we'll say code dot, press enter. Now as we know that Python is an interpreted language, and in order to run our Python script or code and get Python IntelliSense, we must tell the VS Code which interpreter to use. Now to do that, we'll be using the command palette, and for that you need to press Ctrl+Shift+P, and here you'll see the command palette appearing. There you need to write Python : select interpreter. So this is the command that you need to select, and here you can see these are the two versions of Python that we have in our system. The one which we need to use is 3.7.4 32-bit. So select that. Now that we have our interpreter set, we'll now go ahead and create a new file over here, and we'll name this file, let's say, as hello world .py. So py is the extension for Python scripts. Press enter, and this is going to open up. Here you can see linter also needs to be installed, so you can just click on this install linter, and that will be installed as well over here for this project. Now that we have our file opened up, and here you can see the installation is going, and now that it's complete, what we need to do is just over here we'll declare a variable. So this is a sample example just to show what Python script looks like. So we'll say hello and then world, just the plain old example, and this is a variable. Now what we need to do is print. So here you can see the IntelliSense is now appearing and print is coming up. So here we'll say print, and whatever we need to print is going to be as a parameter over here inside this function. So we'll say message is what we need to print. Now as far as IntelliSense goes, we can see that if I go here and say msg dot, you will get all these string methods, because the variable msg is for now containing hello world, which is a string, and that's the reason why you see all these string methods appearing when I type msg dot. Anyway, so let's remove this now, save this file. Now in order to run this Python script, all we need to do is right click and select run Python in terminal. Press it now, and here you go. You are getting the output as hello world. So you can see that working with Visual Studio Editor and Python is quite easy, and we'll be exploring more on this in the upcoming lecture.